appropriation of hard-earned tax dollars, a lot of redistribution, red states to blue states. Is there anything that you're in the minority, but it's a very slight minority, anything you can do to stop this?
We can. Remember, we're only 5 seats away from winning the majority. It is the slimmest majority the Democrats have had since the 1870s. This bill is too expensive and too expansive. You've listed a lot of things in there. And think about this. This is supposed to be a COVID bill. Only 9% of it goes to COVID. What they are doing is telling you the swamp is back. Everything you have warned your viewers about before the election is coming true in this bill. The more we bring it out, and Republicans have better ideas. Our focus is to put Americans back to work, back to school, and back to health. They are putting money in here, but schools are still shut down. Biden has a plan to open the border, but not open our schools. This is where the ideas should win at the end of the day. And I don't think you'll see Republicans, one, joining with this because they've never worked with us of being a part of it. But every bill we had in the past was bipartisan. There is still $1 trillion from hardworking taxpayers sitting there already appropriated that could go out to the American public, to their schools, to every place that you see that needs the help with COVID. And they're passing another bill on top of that, but it's not going for COVID.
Congress, $1.7 trillion does not go to vaccines, tracking, testing. You got one. Why is Amtrak getting $1.5 billion? They haven't even spent the billion from the previous aid packages. Why are $4 billion being spent in education funding from $68 billion already allocated? Why is it that, money is, this wage mandate is and redistribution? Why is so much of it not spent in till 2022 or 2024?
If you ever realize, does your vote matter? Exactly, you're seeing in this bill. Because the Democrats have taken over now, this is what happens. $100 million for a tunnel just outside of Nancy Pelosi's district. Millions of dollars for a bridge that Schumer wants. Not for a COVID bill. This isn't a transportation bill. And now that we're finding that they're putting more money in for education, but they just passed $68 billion for education. They've only spent 4 of it. The money they're passing in this bill doesn't even come to fruition until another year going forward. It does nothing to help moving forward. It's what the Democrats always want to do, spend more money from hardworking taxpayers. But there are Democrats on the other side that even realize this is bad. Remember Obama's economic advisor, Summers, our Treasury Secretary. He doesn't agree with this bill as well. He knows the detriment it'll put to our own economy. This is almost $2 trillion. And it's guaranteed to make people lose jobs. The CBO says that. And then you have Democrats on the other side when they get asked about how this is going to harm small business and jobs. Those are not the businesses we want. They want to pick who can have a business. They want to pick and think that they're above the law on all these steps. And you were right, Sean, about the funding to states is not equal. They reward states who shut down. They reward states who overspent. Those that have low unemployment, those who manage their states correctly, they go last in the line.
So we're giving money to illegal immigrants. We're giving money, as I understand it, to institutions. Harvard, for example, has a $40 billion endowment. I mean, it sounds like they have enough money. Obamacare subsidies, the National Endowment for the Arts and Humanities, foreign aid. Well, why is foreign aid money in this COVID relief package? Now we're going to fight over the package, and that means the American people that do genuinely need the help. We're all in. They deserve help. This is the worst pandemic since 1917 and 18. Okay, so this will all be delayed. Republicans will be portrayed as mean-spirited and not wanting to help people when 1.7 trillion of the 1.9 has nothing to do with COVID relief to be automatically spent.
No, it goes to the Democrat wish list. The one thing the Republicans know and why we have better ideas, we are not going to forget the forgotten man and woman out there that President Trump would listen to. We are still listening. Those are the people we want to be able to help across this country. Those who have need. People have and need help out there. But this is not going to 9% out of $2 trillion going nowhere for COVID. And then they're just putting the wish list of everything a Democrat leader wants and then putting people out of work in small businesses. When small businesses have already been shut down, you look at my home state of California. The governor there is being recalled based upon his management. Compare California to what DeSantis did in Florida. Florida stayed working. Florida's health is no different than California, actually a little better. He shut us down where businesses can't even open back up, and now he's going to put them out of business further.
Well, I'll tell you this,
by a $15 minimum wage.
The American people that elect politicians that are fiscally responsible in red states that don't either have no income taxes or very low income taxes, that balance their budgets and fund their pensions, they ought not be bailing out this ridiculous state and the policies in New York or your state of California, even though both of us would be the beneficiary. It's not fair for people that elect fiscally responsible leaders to have to bail out these states.
Well, if you reward bad behavior, you're just going to get more bad behavior. You know what they do in here? They expand the PPP program that was so good, but now they send it to union bosses so they can get money that is moved into their hands. They don't even open our schools. And if you listen to any parent out there, for the last year, they've been the parent, the coach, the tutor, every part, the music teacher. We need to get and follow the science, get the kids back to school. This bill does not do that.